Hello and welcome to another stream. My name is Ray and it is Learning Korean day 281. As always, we are going into Anki here and we are still doing the lesson 16 to 25 deck here with a little bit more complex sentences. And we also have the first sentences ready to review. So I started this deck, I think it's like 3 days ago or on Tuesday maybe. So now there will be 5 sentences that I did on Tuesday. If it was Tuesday, I'm not sure anymore. Yeah, and they come here again ready to be reviewed, and we will do them again, and then they will only appear again in like 15 days or so. We'll see. Let's go.
한국과 미국은 역사적으로 좋은 관계가 있다.
Annyeong, Rivery. Thanks for tuning in. So you did make it today. Nice, nice.
한국과 미국은 역사적으로 좋은 관계가 있다. 한국과 미국은 역사적으로 좋은 관계가 있다.
Your motivation support has arrived. Nice. I appreciate it. Thank you.
한국과 미국은 역사적으로 좋은 관계가 있다. 한국과 미국은 역사적으로 좋은 관계가 있다.
관계. 관계.
한국과 미국은 역사적으로 좋은 관계가 있다.
Relationship. I remember. Relationship. 관계. So the sentence is Korea and America historically have a good relationship.
한국과 미국은 역사적으로 좋은 관계가 있다.
Okay, nice, nice.
한국은 지난 50년 동안 문화적으로 많이 변했어요. 한국은 지난 50년 동안 문화적으로 많이 변했어요.
Okay.
한국은 지난 50년 동안 문화적으로 많이 변했어요.
50년. That is 50 years.
한국은 지난 50년 동안 문화적으로 많이 변했어요. 한국은 지난 50년 동안 문화적으로 많이 변했어요.
Okay. Korea changed a lot during the last 50 years culturally.
한국은 지난 50년 동안 문화적으로 많이 변했어요.
Okay, nice.
저는 저의 한국어 실력을 자랑했어요. 저는 저의 한국어 실력을 자랑했어요.
I'm proud of my Korean skills.
저는 저의 한국어 실력을 자랑했어요.
Yeah.
저는 저의 한국어 실력을 자랑했어요.
Yeah.
저는 저의 한국어 실력을 자랑했어요.
I boasted my Korean skills. Okay. So I said I'm proud. Proud and to show off is very similar. So instead of 자랑했어요, it's 자랑세워요. So this 자랑 is the same for to be proud and to show off. So that's why I said to be proud. I wasn't sure which one it was. But we had that yesterday. I should have known just from yesterday. So the base form is 자랑하다 or to show off. Okay.
저는 자주 옷을 충동적으로 사요.
Hmm?
저는 자주 옷을 충동적으로 사요.
I often buy clothes impulsively.
저는 자주 옷을 충동적으로 사요.
Okay, next.
저는 저의 딸이 아주 자랑스러워요.
Wow. 조회다리. Hmm.
저는 저의 딸이 아주 자랑스러워요.
I'm very proud of.
저는 저의 딸이 아주 자랑스러워요.
I'm very proud of my daughter.
저는 저의 딸이 아주 자랑스러워요.
Okay, this is a kind of easy sentence. Rivery, if you want me to like explain any of the words or so, just tell me. It's not like you interrupt me or anything. I'm happy to help if you need anything. Okay.
저 학교는 역사적인 건물이에요.
저
학교는 역사적인 건물이에요.
That school is an historical building.
저 학교는 역사적인 건물이에요. 저는 학생들이 자랑스러워요. 저는 학생들이 자랑스러워요.
I'm proud of the students.
저는 학생들이 자랑스러워요.
Okay.
미국은 경제적인 결정을 했어요. 미국은 경제적인 결정을 했어요.
America did an economic something.
미국은 경제적인 결정을 했어요.
결정. I don't know.
미국은 경제적인 결정을 했어요. 미국은 경제적인 결정을 했어요.
Yeah, 결정. I don't know 결정. What can a country do that is economic? America did an economic something. Revolution. No, but we had that yesterday, right? America mistake. Kyoljong is not mistake. Decision, yeah, decision, yeah.
미국은 경제적인 결정을 했어요.
Could be decision. Kyoljong. Yeah, I mean I can't think of a better word, and I don't remember the vocabulary, so let's go with decision.
미국은 경제적인 결정을 했어요.
Nice. Okay, Kyoljong decision. Okay. Good. You got it. Okay.
우리 딸은 사랑스러운 여자예요. 우리 딸은 사랑스러운 여자예요.
Um,
우리 딸은 사랑스러운 여자예요.
mm.
우리 딸은 사랑스러운 여자예요.
Our daughter is a lovely girl.
우리 딸은 사랑스러운 여자예요.
Okay.
그는 한국어를 자연스럽게 말해요.
Können. Now I remember. Können. K means he. It is not always that, it is also he sometimes.
그는 한국어를 자연스럽게 말해요. 그는 한국어를 자연스럽게 말해요. 그는 한국어를 자연스럽게 말해요.
He speaks Korean naturally.
그는 한국어를 자연스럽게 말해요.
Hmm. Yeah, very nice. Yeah. So Jayon is nature. Jayon Siropda is natural. And whenever you have a da adjective, so an adjective that ends in only da, not hada, but only da in the dictionary form, you can add a k instead of the da, and you make it, you transform it into an adverb. So if you say yeah, I don't know. But yeah, every adjective can be transformed into an adverb by adding k if it's a da adjective. Okay, we continue.
저는 그를 사랑스럽게 봤어요. 저는 그를 사랑스럽게 봤어요. 저는 그를 사랑스럽게 봤어요.
봤어요. To see.
저는 그를 사랑스럽게 봤어요.
What? I looked at him lovingly.
저는 그를 사랑스럽게 봤어요.
Wow, really? Okay, weird sentence again. I mean, I guess it's not that weird. It's just weird because I guess I'm male, but yeah, it's actually not that weird of a sentence. Hmm. Okay.
그는 실망스럽게 행동했어요.
For 2 seconds. Yeah.
그는 실망스럽게 행동했어요.
Shilmang was to be disappointed. Hmm.
그는 실망스럽게 행동했어요.
행동했어요. 행동. I learned this. 행동하다. I should know this. Is it 행동하다? Something with action. But can I figure it out from the sentence?
그는 실망스럽게 행동했어요.
Yeah, he did a disappointing action.
그는
Yeah.
실망스럽게 행동했어요.
Yeah, to act. To act. Yeah, that's the verb. To act. I mean, I said something with action. And yeah, to act is the correct verb. 실망스럽게, disappointingly. And then he acted. Okay. 행동했어요. Okay.
저는 일을 만족스럽게 끝냈어요. 저는 일을 만족스럽게 끝냈어요.
끝냈어요. 끝냈어요. What is that? 끝냈어요. Ah, okay. I know. He finished his work satisfyingly.
저는
Yeah.
일을 만족스럽게 끝냈어요.
Satisfactorily. What did I say? Satis, satisfiable? No, I don't even remember what I just said. But satisfactorily, I don't think I said that in a satisfactory way. Satisfyingly, that's what I said. Satisfyingly. Satisfyingly. Is that the word? Is that the same? Satisfyingly? Should be a word, right? But then again, what's the difference to this one? Let's see. Just normal English. Satisfyingly. Satisfyingly exists, okay. And what did Anki say? Satisfactorily. That I never heard. Satisfactorily. I never heard that. In a way that fulfills the expectation or needs. And satisfyingly, in a way that gives fulfillment or the pleasure associated. Okay. Okay, I see. Yeah, learning English with Ray. Yeah, you know what? Since I'm doing this in English every day, I definitely also learn English. Like a few words maybe I didn't know before. Um, yeah, weird words like this. It helps. I think my English is pretty fine. It's not bad, but every now and then, every week or so, I definitely learn a new word. Just a very rare word that I never used before in English. Satisfactorily. Satisfactorily fulfills expectations. Satisfyingly, basically, it gives you pleasure. It makes you satisfied. Yeah, she neatly and satisfyingly ties up the loose ends of the story. The matter is considered to be satisfactorily resolved. Okay. Wow. I don't think I will ever use that word. Yeah, okay, satisfactorily. I just never heard it, but I don't think it's actually such a rare word. No. I also learned some pronunciation. Um, yeah, I just learned how to how to pronounce some words that I just never said before. I I read a lot of words before that I never heard or said myself. Or maybe sometimes I even heard them, but I never really said them myself. So I never thought about how to pronounce them. For example, um, this word, if I enter this here, this is a very common word. Very common word, right? Um, but I never really said that myself. And when I did, I said comfortable, comfortable, which is wrong. Comfortable, uh, co- com, com, comfortable, comfortable,
Comfortable.
com. Yeah, okay. Maybe some pronounce it like that.
Comfortable.
Comfortable, comfortable. Yeah, okay. I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. But many people actually pronounce this comfortable, comfortable, comfortable. They basically ignore the O and the R in the middle. Comfortable. That's how most people pronounce this word, but I never did that before. So stuff like that is really weird sometimes. Okay. I mean, it's actually not that hard or not that uncommon. For example, here, this one. This word. It's not chocolate. It's not chocolate. It's chocolate. The O does not get pronounced. Chocolate. And that's basically the same thing behind comfortable, you know? Or also, many people they don't really pronounce the E very strongly. They don't say family. They say family. Family. Like the E is almost not there. Family. You know? Stuff like that. You only really get a feel for those words if you use them yourself. If you just hear them, you don't really think about them, you know? They just like cruise by and you just accept them like they are. But you have to use them yourself to really pronounce them in a natural English way. Yeah. And yeah, that definitely helps. Okay, back to Korean. Satisfactorily. Maybe we have something like that here as well. Satisfactorily. No, I don't think we have it here. Satisfactorily. Satisfactorily. I think that's correct. Satisfactorily. Satisfactorily. Maybe. Satisfactorily. Nah, no. I guess it's satisfactorily. However, we continue.
저는 밥을 먹고 갈 거예요. 저는 밥을 먹고 갈 거예요. 저는 밥을 먹고 갈 거예요.
먹고 먹고 갈 거예요. We go eating. We go to eat.
저는 밥을 먹고 갈 거예요. 저는 밥을 먹고 갈 거예요.
Yeah, this I don't quite remember, but I think it's if you no, it's we eat or I eat, then I will go. I think yeah. I will eat and then go. I will eat and then I will go. That's it. I will eat and then I will go. So this go. Oh, look at this. It's actually here. It's white on white. What? Whoa. I will eat then go. Yeah, okay, it's correct. I didn't. If you really look very closely, you can actually see it. Well, that's the first time I have such a card. Yeah, it's actually seeable. But I mean, that's the answer card already. It wasn't seeable before. Before that, when I heard the sound, I just had this top part above this line. But so weird. Why is it white? Anyways, we'll continue.
저는 자고 한국어를 공부했어요.
저는 자고, 음, 자고. Okay.
저는 자고 한국어를 공부했어요.
What? What is cha go? Go is probably the same concept again, but cha, what verb is cha? Chada. What is chada? I don't know. Cha is car or tea, but chada? What is chada?
저는 자고 한국어를 공부했어요.
So I will cha and then learn Korean.
저는 자고 한국어를 공부했어요.
I did cha and then learn Korean. I like. Yeah, that makes no sense.
저는 자고 한국어를 공부했어요.
Chago. Oh, I'm completely misunderstanding. Yeah, chago.
저는 자고 한국어를 공부했어요.
Chago. I don't know.
저는 자고
Oh,
한국어를 공부했어요.
yeah. Jada. Yeah, okay, so this is Jada. Somehow I was focused on cha da. So with like this little line on top of this letter. But yeah, I should have I should have recognized to sleep here. So okay, the grammar concept. So the lesson where these audio samples come from are from the lesson where this concept of go was introduced. Go is yeah, one action and then another action follows it. That is unrelated to the first one. So these two are not really related. He didn't have to sleep to study Korean or so. But later on in that lesson, I remember there was another way to connect verbs, to connect two sentences. And that other way was when one action is basically the requirement of the second action. Is it distracting or annoying if I sometimes write a few words I understand in the sentences? No, it's fine. It's fine. Sometimes I even had. I did these practice videos that you can find in the end of the lesson on howtostudykorean.com. And whenever I did such a practice video, the guy in the video, he wrote like an English sentence and I had to think about the Korean one. And then I always covered the chat for myself so I don't see the chat. So that I can think about the solution for myself for like a minute or so. And then I reveal the chat again and see what other people in the chat have written. But yeah, it's not distracting. It's fine. Okay. Okay, we continue.
저는 책을 읽고 바로 잤어요. 저는 책을 읽고 바로 잤어요. 저는 책을 읽고 바로 잤어요.
I understand the first part, but not the second.
저는 책을 읽고 바로 잤어요.
바로. Ah, I know what paro is. Okay, got it.
저는 책을 읽고 바로 잤어요.
찼어요. 찼어요? It's again to sleep, I guess. Cha she's pronouncing it so hard. It's like chasoyo. It's chasoyo. Chasoyo. No, not chasoyo. A bit weird, I have to say. The sentences are way too hard for me, but sometimes I pick up a word or two which feels great. Yeah, yeah, that's nice. That's how many people learn. You always have to learn stuff that is a little bit too hard for you. I mean, maybe this is like a bit like more too hard for you, but yeah, it's still nice if you can understand some things and pick up some other things, and overall always good. Always good to listen to Korean specifically. Listening is, I think, one of the most important things. Just seeing written Korean is not that important. Of course, it's also important, but once you have a little bit of understanding, you need to listen to a lot of Korean. Okay. So what was the sentence?
저는 책을 읽고 바로 잤어요.
Okay. I read a book and then slept
저는 책을 읽고
immediately.
바로
Yeah,
잤어요.
that's a paro. Yeah, I knew that. I knew that. So again, we have this concept of go connecting two parts, two actions basically. Reading a book here and immediately sleeping. Okay. Yes, this one means immediately. Paro. There is another word. I definitely learned another word for immediately, but I can't remember that one. Paro, from my experience, is way more common anyways. So paro is the important one. Okay. Or was it usually? I think it might was usually where I learned like two different words. Maybe both of them. I'm not sure. Okay. Usually should be kapjagi. Hi SC Spider, thanks for tuning in. Can you post sentence into chat? Which one? This one? This sentence that you see here, the Korean or what? Yeah, sure. I can do that. Here. So chonin is I. Checkil. So check is book. Il is the object particle. Ilkda or ikda. Ita, I don't know. I think ikda. Ikda is to read. This is immediately. This is the and then. And this is slept. And for this connecting thing, if you have go connecting two parts, then if this one is in past tense, as you can see, this is past tense, it also makes that first one past tense. So the conjugation in the end of the sentence, the tense that you use for the conjugation, applies to both verbs. That's that's how this works. Okay.
저는 10분 동안 쉬고 갈 거예요. 저는 10분 동안 쉬고 갈 거예요.
실구가이?
저는 10분 동안 쉬고 갈 거예요.
실구 실구?
저는 10분 동안 쉬고 갈 거예요.
쉬고 갈 거예요. Okay, okay, okay. 쉴.
저는 10분 동안 쉬고 갈 거예요.
쉬고. What is she?
저는 10분 동안 쉬고 갈 거예요. 저는 10분 동안 쉬고 갈 거예요.
I don't know. Shida. Shida. I definitely didn't learn Shida. So, I can even write the sentence that I hear in the chat here.
저는 10분 동안 쉬고 갈 거예요.
It's Shonin, and then Shibun, which is 10 minutes.
저는 10분 동안 쉬고 갈 거예요.
Dungan means during or like for the duration of 10 minutes. And then it was something like Shigo kal koyeyo. Like this. So Chonin, Shibun, Dungan. Oh, I said Dungman here. This is it should be this one, Dungan. So I for 10 minutes, she, and then I will go. This is I will go. So I will do something for 10 minutes and then I will go. But I can't understand it.
저는 10분 동안 쉬고 갈 거예요.
She'll go.
저는 10분 동안 쉬고 갈 거예요.
She go. Yeah, I don't understand it. Whatever.
저는 10분 동안 쉬고 갈 거예요.
Ah, okay. This one. Yeah. Yes, this one is like sui, but they sometimes don't really pronounce the u, so it becomes s and e, and that is she. So this one is maybe shui, but sometimes it just sounds like she. Yeah. But I couldn't really recognize it because I learned this one. I learned it as to relax. Yeah, okay. Yeah, to relax. Yeah, okay. I could have known this. Yeah, I will relax for 10 minutes and then go. Yeah, I should have known. Oh well.
아기가 1분 동안 울고 배를 먹었어요. 아기가 1분 동안 울고 배를 먹었어요.
Okay.
아기가 1분 동안 울고 배를 먹었어요. 아기가 1분 동안 울고 배를 먹었어요. 아기가 1분 동안 울고 배를 먹었어요.
Okay. The baby cried for 1 minute and then ate a pear.
아기가 1분
Yeah.
동안 울고 배를 먹었어요.
Sometimes the sentences they just sound weird. I think. Ate a pear. Okay. Okay. At least it didn't cry for 1 minute and not 2 seconds. At least 1 minute. Okay. We need a weirder sentence. Actually, let me show you something. Where is it? You know what? I should. 1 second. 1 second. Almost got it. Okay. Here. Okay. These are all the emotes that are available on my channel. Paper Hands is not anymore. Sorry. You only can have 15 things. So these are the 15 emotes that you can use on my channel. And yeah, if you have suggestions for another one, just tell me. But then I always have to remove an existing one because I only can have 15. None of them appear for me. Okay, that means you don't have the plugin. So there's a plugin called Beta Twitch TV. So Beta TTV. Yeah, Beta Twitch TV. That's a plugin you can install in your browser, and it automatically transforms certain words into emotes on Twitch, only on Twitch. And I have this plugin basically integrated in my stream setup here. So whenever you write those things in the chat, it will display here as emotes, as you can see. Yeah, so is there maybe this one? Oh, the this one could work for the weird sentencing. Okay. So, we continue.
우리는 서울에서 2일 동안 머무르고 부산에 갈 거예요. 우리는 서울에서 2일 동안 머무르고 부산에 갈 거예요.
Whew.
우리는 서울에서 2일 동안 머무르고 부산에 갈 거예요.
Wow.
우리는 서울에서 2일 동안 머무르고 부산에 갈 거예요. 우리는 서울에서 2일 동안 머무르고 부산에 갈 거예요.
The words I can understand in the first half of the sentence, they don't really fit together, so I'm a bit confused.
우리는 서울에서 2일 동안 머무르고 부산에 갈 거예요. 우리는 서울에서 2일 동안 머무르고 부산에 갈 거예요.
Yeah, it's something like I will go from Seoul to Busan, but for one day.
우리는 서울에서 2일 동안 머무르고 부산에 갈 거예요. 우리는 서울에서 2일 동안 머무르고 부산에 갈 거예요.
Okay, there's one thing I don't understand in the middle, but it's basically I will go from Seoul. It probably
우리는 서울에서 2일 동안 머무르고 부산에 갈 거예요.
okay, wait, I got it
우리는
almost.
서울에서 2일 동안 머무르고 부산에 갈 거예요.
머무르다 da is the first verb. I will Okay, I will stay in Seoul for one day and then I will go to Busan. That's it. I will stay in Seoul for one day and then I will go to Busan.
우리는
We,
서울에서
yeah.
2일 동안
Ah,
머무르고
2 days.
부산에 갈
No,
거예요.
2 days.
우리는 서울에서 2일 동안 머무르고 부산에 갈 거예요.
Ye-
우리는 서울에서 2일 동안 머무르고 부산에 갈
Ah,
거예요.
okay, that was hard to hear. Yeah, but yeah, I should have known. So 2 is E, just E, and il means day. So it's E and il. And of course, if you say that together, it's il. So it's just a longer E, basically. And I just didn't hear it. I just thought it's just day by itself, but it can't be by itself. And I should have known that. I should have known, wait, they can't be by itself. There must be some number in front of it. And then if I think further, I should know that it's 2, because no other number would, well, any other number I would recognize as something in front of il, except E. So it should be 2, yeah. Il.
우리는 서울에서 2일 동안 머무르고 부산에 갈 거예요.
Yeah. I mean, the Koreans, they probably don't really pronounce it that clearly either. If two Koreans are just talking to each other in a normal speed, they will probably just say il, just like that, and the other person automatically knows that it's 2 days. I don't think they specifically make the e longer for that. I don't think so. Yeah. So whenever you think il, but no number in front of it, that's 2 days. That's how I remember it. But another thing is, 2 days, there's actually a special word meaning 2 days, which is itil. Itil. That means 2 days. And that is not used here. Yeah. There's also a special word for 1 day and a special word for 3 days. Yeah. Sometimes some Koreans use those, so special words for 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days. And other Koreans just say the number and then il. Yeah. In general, numbers are numbers and these time related things are a special case. So when I actually used How to Study Korean, the website to study, when there were some hard to learn, hard to remember things, I wrote them down in an Excel sheet or Google sheet, which is this one. Yeah, ignore this. This is the worst thing of all of them. But here, for example, I have a full list of these particles from. So if you are talking about from 5 to 6 o'clock, you use this one for time to mean from. If you mean I will go from Seoul to Busan, you use this one. Two always is Kaji. So I've written down all of the things. When I noticed I can't quite remember them correctly, then I just wrote them down in a big list and used colors and so on to make it easier for me to remember. And I did that with a lot of things. Is it private or yeah? I can share it. It's not private, or I actually don't know. Anyone share anyone with link? Let's see. Anyone with a link? Yeah, copy link. Okay, that is. Yeah, I mean, just take a look at it. Some things are just bad. So, for example, this one is just bad. I started this one, but then I didn't really continue it, or this one is just wrong, I think as well. I'm not sure. But here, yeah, here are the numbers, for example. Here are which numbering system you take for which thing you want to say. So, in case you didn't know, Rivery, Korean has two different numbering systems. They use numbers from the like the Korean numbers, and the Sino-Korean is from Chinese origin. So these numbers are derived from Chinese numbers, and yeah, so just so you literally have two words for every single number, and depending on what you say, what you want to say with those numbers, you use either the Korean or the Chinese numbers. This is pretty. Yeah, this is one of the hardest things, in my opinion. This is really confusing. So here, for example, we just talked about they, for example. Um, and this one is actually an even special case because the word they also has two words, one in pure Korean and one in Sino-Korean, so Chinese origin is Sino-Korean. And we just saw il, so with il you take the Sino-Korean number, but if you use nal for day, you use the pure Korean number. Yeah, so you can see you have all these special situations where you use different numbers. So that's why numbers are always a big problem for me. It's not just because I'm bad at numbers, it's just that numbers are very special in Korean. By the way, I want to. Anyone with the link can view. Yeah, okay. I don't want someone who gets the link to delete all of this also. So I want to make sure the link is only for viewing. If you use the wrong variation, will people still get what you mean, or will you seem like a crazy person? They will probably still get what you mean, but it will sound very awkward. Yeah, that's how it is. Okay. And here we have a full list, a full list of different words for the word day. Days with specific names, you always use il. Then here is what I just said. 1 day, 2 day, and 3 days have special words. Haru is always used for 1 day. It's not, you don't say one and day, you use haru, which is just a special word in itself. Then you have this itil that can be used for 2 days, and many use it. But you also can say what we just heard, il, 2 and day. And same is true for 3 days. And after four, it's like 4 or more days, you always use just the number and il. So there are no real special words for meaning 4 days or 5 days or so. And yeah, and then there are specific, if you want to say specific days, but they don't have specific names, then you use the Korean word for day, which is nal instead of il. Yeah, so I hope you can now understand why I sometimes have problems with numbers and also with, yeah, okay, days. I mean, yeah, days and numbers are very hard. This one is also pretty useless. This page, just ignore this one. This one is actually wrong. It's not wrong, but it's not complete. This bottom part is not complete. So how it's written here, just ignore this page, okay? Ignore these two. Ignore these two. They make no sense. This one is obviously not really complete, but it's correct, but it's not complete. And this one is my best chart. This one is my best chart for all the question words. Why, when, where, who, how does somebody does a verb, how is, how about, stuff like that. What, which, how many, how much. Yeah. So I'm using this one, the question word page. I'm using this one, or these particles, and I'm using the number page. When to use which number. These are the three that I use most often. Yeah. Okay. So, I think I showed you enough of this. By the way, SC Spider, I mean, I know you're very active in my StarCraft streams. Do you have any career knowledge, or did you just tune in randomly just for fun? Or are you learning Korean yourself? I don't think so, right? Learning Korean slowly. Okay, slowly. Okay. So like 1 hour every week. I mean, some people also learn faster than I learn. I mean, I do 1 hour every week. Uh, 1 hour, or let's say 6 hours a week. That's what I do. But some people, they learn like 3 hours a day. So they learn like 20 hours a week. And I learn 6 hours a week. So some people are just they just have more time. They don't have many other hobbies. Learning the language is their main hobby sometimes. So every person has a different speed of learning depending on their own schedule, depending on their work schedule, depending on their other hobbies, depending on their motivation maybe as well. So many reasons to have different speeds. So I think everyone has to find his own speed or her own speed, and every speed is fine. That's why you never compare between you never compare yourself with another person. You just find your own speed and then you learn it for yourself, and that's how it's the best. I have days with 3 hours, but mostly one. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. I will do like 3 or 4 more sentences and then I will stop for today. So let's go.
저는 숙제를 끝내고 나서 집으로 갈 거예요. 저는 숙제를 끝내고 나서 집으로 갈 거예요.
Mhm.
저는 숙제를 끝내고 나서 집으로 갈 거예요.
I will finish my homework and then
저는 숙제를 끝내고 나서 집으로 갈 거예요.
시보로 시보로
저는 숙제를 끝내고 나서 집으로 갈 거예요.
다소 시보로 다소 시보로
저는 숙제를 끝내고 나서 집으로 갈 거예요.
다소 시보로
저는 숙제를 끝내고 나서 집으로 갈 거예요.
시보로. What is 시보로? I mean, sheep can mean 10. 시보로. I don't. 시 시보로.
저는 숙제를 끝내고 나서 집으로 갈 거예요.
갈 거예요. It means I will go. So I will do my homework and then I will go something.
저는 숙제를 끝내고 나서 집으로 갈 거예요.
By the way, how was the casting stream yesterday? It was good. Uh, yeah, was a good stream. Was not on this channel, was on another channel, but was nice. Yeah, always like I cast pretty much every week on Friday or Saturday, and yeah, it's always fun. And on Tuesdays, I'm actually always casting here on this channel myself, and I'm doing the graphics and stream myself. But yeah, so right now a lot of casting actually. uh, yeah, but it's always nice.
저는 숙제를 끝내고 나서 집으로 갈 거예요.
So
저는 숙제를 끝내고 나서 집으로 갈 거예요.
Chiboro, I don't understand. Daso Chiboro, Chiboro, Chiboro. Ah, cheap is home. Chiboro. Cheap is home.
저는 숙제를 끝내고 나서 집으로 갈 거예요.
Chiboro, but oro makes no sense. Chiboro. What is oro? Chib. Ah, chiburo. Chiburo.
저는 숙제를 끝내고 나서 집으로 갈 거예요. 저는 숙제를 끝내고 나서 집으로 갈 거예요.
Okay, still don't know what daso should be, but I guess it's I will finish my homework and then I will go home basically. Technically I will go towards home, but it's basically I will go home.
저는 숙제를 끝내고 나서 집으로 갈 거예요.
Okay. Yeah, so that's what I did. That's what I said. But what is Nassau? Nassau? That's very rare that I actually see the written Korean and I cannot recognize it. Nassau? Hmm. Nassau. I'm a bit confused. The and then is already the go. So this one is already the and then. Go Nassau. Hmm. I don't remember this part, to be honest. I don't know what it is. Let's actually review that lesson. Should be something like 17. Yeah, here, go Nassau. There it is. Go. Where is it? Here. Okay, so this is just a very little side thing of the go. If you really want to stress that you are doing something after you're doing something else, you can add Nassau after go. See? I did not remember that at all. Here's the sentence we just said. Okay, but this is just a very little small side fact together with Go. So this is not super important. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Okay, anyways, not that important. There was some more chat here. What's up with Gosu League? Noob Cake, hello. What's up with Gosu League? Haven't seen any other streams. Not sure what you mean, but so on Tuesdays, I'm always casting Gosu League on Tuesdays, if you mean that. So I'm always casting it every Tuesday, BSL Gosu League. Yeah, every Tuesday. I think that's what you mean, right? Myself, I sadly did not manage to qualify for Gosu League this time. I will play in the so-called Hasu League. Hasu League is one tier below Gosu League, and someone else will stream and cast those games. But yeah, I'm casting Gosu League on Tuesdays, and someone else is casting also Gosu League on Thursdays. So Gosu League streams are always on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesday always here on my channel, casted by me, and Thursdays on another channel casted by Veer. If you know Veer, he's casting on Thursdays, and I'm casting on Tuesdays. So we basically split up all the games. I'm casting half of them, he's casting the other half. Tuesday, Thursday. Okay, Ray, which add-on is that you translate Korean text when you hover it? When I select, not when I hover. Oh, or you mean actually the website? Wait. So you mean this little thing here, right? This green thing. I always have to select something and then it appears. And yeah, if I do this with Korean, then I get this. Okay. That is called mate. It's called mate. Wait a second. Firefox mate translate. Yeah, it's called mate translate for Firefox. If you're using Chrome, there's a different one. There's a different good one for Chrome. I don't remember which one. Ah, it also exists for Chrome, the mate. Yeah, so that's what I use. Mate translate. It's yeah, I like it. Okay, nice. Okay, so go Nassau. To really stress that one action happens after the other one. I mean, it's still then it's still that one action happens after the other one, even if you only use go. So I don't really see the point in the Nassau. Yeah, but I guess it exists. I will probably not remember this one, but it's not important, I think. Okay.
저는 친구를 만나고 나서 은행에 갈 거예요.
Ah, we had it again.
저는 친구를 만나고 나서 은행에 갈 거예요. 저는 친구를 만나고 나서 은행에 갈 거예요. 저는 친구를 만나고 나서 은행에 갈 거예요.
Unheng is bank. I will meet a friend. I will meet a friend and then I will go to the bank.
저는 친구를 만나고 나서 은행에 갈 거예요.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I will actually stop the stream for today. I think it was a good session as always. Hey, what program is that you have been using? Okay, I will talk about this. It's called Anki. So It's called Anki. Let me show it you like this. Anki. Anki. And are there no screenshots here? Yeah. But yeah, so I can just explain. The way it works is you have always a front. It's like a card. You have like a card. You have a front of a card and you have the back of a card, you know? Front of the card, back of the card. And you can put, for example, a Korean word on the front of the card. And then if you like press space, it will turn around the card and show you the result, the answer, the translation, for example, in English on the back of the card. So it's always this principle: front of the card, back of the card. That's how it works. And if you see it here, um, you can also have sounds in it. So this top one is the front of the card, and then I basically press space to turn it around, and it shows me the back of the card, which is the bottom here. So this one is my answer, and this one is my front of the card, basically. I can also just very briefly, for example, if I have this test deck here. Yeah, well, ignore that test deck. Let's take this one. Add. Yeah, so I clicked add now here, and I can show it to you. Yeah, so I have this one here. Ooh, it's messy. Where is my... Okay, here, this one. So I have this one. I clicked add in the top. Now I can say, hey, what's the thing you drive in? And in the back of the card, you say, a car, you know? And then you can also, you can make it bold, for example. You can make different color. Now I have it orange, so I have orange. Maybe I select this one and I make it green and so on, you know? You can adjust the cards however you want. And then you add them. And now I actually have a card in this deck. I created a deck beforehand. I have this one card that I just created in there. And now if I click study, it shows me this front of the card. You know, hey, what's the thing you drive in? And then I think about it. What is it? I'm not sure. Is it a boat? I think it's a car. I think it's a car. And then you click show answer at the bottom, or you press space. And it shows you the answer. Wow. And then you can, depending on how good you were, did you know the answer? Did you have to think for a long time, or did you completely have no idea? You can select that you want to see this card again, or you see it again in 10 minutes, or you see it again in 4 days. So you can choose how easy the card was for you. And then you click it, and then the next card would come if I had more cards. So that's how this software works. And there is a website, a big website, where you can download full pre-configured decks from other people for any topics. It's not just for language learning also. You can do everything with this. There are also websites or decks where people you can add pictures. You can add pictures, for example, of the human body with all the organs inside. The human anatomy, I think anatomy. And you can have little like pointers pointing to organs, for example, and you have to say which organ it is, stuff like that. So you can use this for anything you want to learn, basically. Yeah, that's how it is. That's the software. I hope that was enough information for you. But of course, if you have more questions, just ask. Yeah. Okay. How do you know anatomy, but you can't say peer? Is it not peer? Is it pair? Is it is it not peer? Hmm. I guess it's pear. Is it like this? Pear? Pear fruit compared pronounced like pear. See, I didn't know. I didn't know. That's a word I just never said in English before. I never talked about food in English. I don't have any real life people that I talk English to, only on the internet. But when I'm on the internet, I never talk about fruit. And I also don't like pears. So that's why I have no idea how pear is pronounced. Just poking fun. Yeah, anatomy, I don't know. Anatomy. Anatomy just sounds weird. Anatomy. Yeah. A little fun thing. Um, there's an antivirus software called this, right? Who do you remember? Do you know this one? Kas Kaspersky. It's called Kaspersky. Kaspersky Antivirus. It's a Russian software. Never heard of it. Okay. So yeah, it's in like an internet security antivirus software and it's called Kaspersky. I think it's called Kaspersky. It's Russian. Kaspersky. I don't know. I actually had a German friend and he pronounced it completely English. He said Kaspersky. That was pretty funny to me. Kaspersky. But it's Russian. It's not Kaspersky. But yeah, sometimes pronunciation and language can be weird. English is worse for pronunciation. Haha, the sound makes sense. It's probably wrong. Yeah, I always do some mistakes every now and then. It's normal. I mean, if you don't grow up using a language for 20 years or so, then that's how it is. I mean, my knowledge of English is also very, how do you say that? Very focused. Yeah, very focused on certain topics, maybe. For example, of course, I know most of the words that are related to internet, maybe gaming, because I do a lot of gaming with non-German people, so I speak English there. So I know most of the computer related things. Yeah, for example, I'm a software developer, so I know a lot of, yeah, just software development words and computer things and all of those words I know. But if you talk to me about anatomy or about food or so, even a food, for example, food, which is a very common topic for actual English people because you just talk about food in your real life growing up. But I never talk about food in English. I never do. So that's a pretty weird situation that a topic like food that is completely normal for English or for people growing up in an English speaking country is completely unusual for me because I never talk about food in English. So that's quite weird. I love how Ray read haha like a robot. Did I do that? I don't know. Okay, so that's it. Stopping the stream. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I see you again in one of my next streams. And until then, I wish you a good day, good evening, good night, wherever you are. And bye bye. Annyeong.